Yeah. Hey. Welcome to the network. Yo, what's happening, squad? Welcome to another episode of Welcome to the Dope Bar. It's your boy Blaze Hunter Knife Wonder, and we got JQ in the building. What's going on with you, bro?
What's going on with you? Nice to have me again.
Yes, sir, man. So, I saw an interview that you had. Wasn't really much of an interview. It was coverage, but it was on it was on Daily Music Roll. You know what I'm saying? And I know that.
Right.
Yeah. So I was like, let me do as much as the due diligence I can, as I want to make sure that we get a nice, dope interview out of it. And I found out a few different things looking at all the stuff. So you only 20, but the pain in the track, for example, it sounds like it's been building for decades, way longer than 20 years. So take me to the moment where you sitting down, pen in the hand. What made you say, nah, this one got to come straight from the womb, like with that track, If You?
Right when I made the song, a lot of things be right in the moment. So once I hear that beat, it'll just start talking to me. And whatever I feel, I just say it from there.
It's crazy. Like, again, that's the biggest thing that's standing out to me. You 20. People normally, for dealing with the things that they deal with, like I get there's a lot of people that got crazy lives, but when you're looking at you, obviously you can't judge a book by its cover, because you would think, oh, kid got it all together, this nigga doing this, doing that, he's straight. But there's a lot of pain, and normally anybody, I would say 30 or younger, they normally choose violence when it comes to the pain. You chose to put it in art and to be vulnerable enough to share it. Who inspired you? Who kind of got you in that mindset to where this is the way you handle things?
Music most definitely been a big part, and that started a while ago. I could say with my cousin. My cousin made music. As far as how I go at it, putting my pain on a beat and just speaking real, I'll give it to Lil Durk. His sound influenced me, so just seeing him transition into making that type of music and putting pain on his verses, it gave me a way to really tell my story.
Man, I love that type of thing. Somebody hit me up the other day, of course, an old school head, and was like, but these new artists that's come out, and the Lil Baby, the Durks, the this person, that person, they set the bad example, blah 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 blah, whatever. And you saying what you saying is just proof that he 100% wrong, because at the end of the day, everything that you just said is a slap to that face. You feel me? For like, nah, just because you don't understand it, you feel me? That don't mean everybody won't understand it. Do you ever get any type of flack from anybody, whether it's older relatives, older people in the industry, anybody, about the style of music and how you do it?
Any type of flag?
Yeah, any type of, man, whatever type of negative that can come with it. Oh, that's the devil's music. Oh, that's whatever type. You ever get anything for that style of music?
Well, as far as evil, I want some evil. Now, ain't nobody really told me, I got some evil type music,
Yeah.
But as far as a lot of people will tell me I need they'll want to hear that type of music. A lot of people will come at me. They'll say they'll want to hear the evil music, or they'll want to hear something that'll make them go do something. But to me, it'd be like, I'm just staying real to me. So I ain't gonna look at it as negative, because that's people's opinion.
Yeah.
But I do look at it, that falls in that lane. People.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
That's crazy that people want they want you to go crazy and choose violence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you were on the, I also saw, going through the IG and Facebook or whatever, that you was on the field chasing touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? You was out there on the field doing your thing. Now you chasing the healing through the music now. Also, I believe I got to correct that you did suffer an injury when you was playing.
Yeah, I did. I tore my labrum on my shoulder.
Jeez. Yeah. So was there a moment where you felt completely lost before the music found you, like right after that injury?
Honestly, I can say I was feeling lost Probably the whole process. Just being away from, because at the moment I still was going through stuff. I had lost my
Yeah.
grandmother in the beginning
Shoot.
of the season. So, my coach,
Yeah.
he was telling me just use the field as a way to take away pain. Deep down, I already knew that, but just hearing it come from him,
Yeah.
I really took that into action. So the field was most definitely a way to ease pain, make sure that I was just doing good myself. Football
Yeah.
always made sure that I was doing good myself. So stepping away from that took a lot. Even though I was making music at the moment, but stepping away from that, it was like, okay,
Yeah.
a lot of change. Ain't no telling how it's gonna be when I go back. So most definitely could say the whole process. As soon as I got injured.
Hey man. First off, sorry to hear that about grandma. I lost mine and my freshman year, and before that, oh, the straight A, never missed school. After that, fight like I didn't handle it in the best way. So to be able to, I commend you for having that head on your shoulders to be able to find ways to channel things the right way, even when you're going through, because hey, that's hard. And also, I heard that you went from you was recording on BandLab, which blew my mind because I've been working in studios forever, and when I met someone at the airport. They saw me. I was on the layover. They saw me on my computer. You know what I'm saying, making mixing a song or whatever. And they was like, "Oh, dang, you do music?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah." He's like, "Oh, I do too." Show me a song, and I'm like, "Oh, this is it ain't quality." I was like, "Where you recorded it?" He was like, "Just now in the bathroom." I'm like, "What?" That man pulled his USB mic and he recorded it for BandLab, and I was like, it blew my mind that just through BandLab that you could make at least listenable music. So I found out after that you went from recording the BandLab on your phone to now building your own studio. You built your own studio. So how was that process like versus you just going out to get studio time or whatever? You built your own. Like how was that process for you?
It's actually real good. I highly recommend it for anybody in my position that's making music. I would recommend you to build your own studio so you
Straight
ain't
up
got to constantly go dish out money
facts.
to somebody else. Which ain't no wrong showing love, but at this point you got to go all in. Money could be
Exactly.
spent on other things. You could be spending money on promo instead of a 200,
Exactly.
$500 studio session. Then it just be the experience. Like I learned so much because I already was learning a lot with BandLab and having a
Yeah.
musical ear. So the little things I learned on BandLab when I got to Pro Tools, and I'm like, okay, this is the real deal.
Yeah.
It was just real different, but it's a good experience because you just learn more. Now you not only getting better in one part of making music, which is just your vocals, but you also learning a little bit of engineering, learning how not only how your
Exactly.
music is gonna come out vocally, but you can experiment on how you want it to sound with the EQs and make your voice change. So it's a
Exactly.
lot.
It ain't nothing like waking up 2 in the morning, got an idea.
Man, that's
Go
them be
and
the when you wake up, them be them times when you wake up and get right
yeah.
to it. Them be them times. A lot of people be like they want to go at nighttime, which is cool too. But I feel like them waking up making music,
Yeah.
them be the
Yeah.
one for sure. You get right
Facts.
to it.
Big facts. It be and I do I've been engineering, forever or whatever, and I always recommend as well get your own studio because there are some people who just whatever it is don't want to have to also be an engineer. They just want to be an artist to create and have other people do it. And a lot of times, especially with social media and the way that go, there's a lot of clients that come to me that I work with that don't even live in the same state. So I record them. I always recommend people get your own studio because now with technology, I can virtually, run a session now. You know what I'm saying? It's like I just literally engineered and recorded some dude in Russia. Dude they had a track in Russia. All he got to do is sit in front of his mic. I got his computer taken over. So you know what I'm saying. So yeah, we say this to everybody, anybody that's watching, and you're an artist. Just get your own equipment, bro.
Most
And
definitely.
and it also it helps you with being able to hone in creativity too. Ain't a lot of trial and error once you get in the studio because obviously you paying by the hour. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm right 100% with you on that, and that's dope. So you got to so when you recording and things that engineering or whatever, are you also producing and making beats?
No, I got a producer. Shout out to Young D. Actually, that's my guy. When I wouldn't really be where I'm at right now if I never came
Yeah,
across him.
yeah,
It was definitely Young D. That's a big shout out to him. Uh, yeah, but he'll do my beats. So
yeah.
he a young goat for real. He got songs with Maybach, 42 Doug. He
Oh
the one who did
yeah.
the 42 Doug beat. So
Yeah, yeah,
he must
yeah.
his name must definitely speak for itself. As far as beats, I'm not there yet. I ain't gonna lie, but I do have that on my radar though. Like I plan on becoming a whole. Like I really want to go. I want to learn how to engineer my own songs. Cause
Yeah.
right now I'm just making it sound good. I still make it how I sound and send it out to an engineer to where they
Yeah.
can,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they'll work off of me, but they'll know something I don't know. So I'm still learning with that. And then as
Exactly.
far as making beats, yeah, I'm most definitely I'm with one of the greatest. So I'm gonna learn how to do that.
Heck yeah, and yeah, just keep at it. You'll definitely the more and more you mess with it, like I said, the more and more you mess with, because engineering is really, it's the main thing is getting volumes right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If you know how to get the volumes, match certain frequencies, you good, and then you move on. To mix it. You ever be listening somebody driving in the car and you hear like they got like bass in their system and they be like, like that type stuff happen. You know what I'm saying, on a mixing tip. Let's say if you mixing and you got a kick, just a bass drum, and then when you mess it with the EQ, you can mess the high part of the EQ, move it, and you don't hear that much of a difference. But our ear can't hear them frequencies. But obviously, when you hear that womp, that sound waves clashing with each other. So there's a whole lot that go
Oh,
into it. But it's fun learning it, and once you get it like down, yeah, you're gonna be a genius with
so
it. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
where the real magic happened. It's that engineering.
Yeah.
That's where the magic happened.
I love it. It's being able to, and then and once you get it on lock, it's gonna open up a whole new damn canvas for you
Okay.
to be artistic with. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely keep at it. You definitely in the right age and space for it too, especially with AI taking over and all of that stuff. How's that been with? Is AI a help to you as far as pushing the music, or is AI like one of them things that's making it more challenging?
AI, I'm actually like that's crazy you asked me that because like AI, I could really talk about that. Like a while ago when I was especially when I was making music on BandLab, I'll make a whole song. I still do it now. I'll make a whole song and don't name the song.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll take like a bunch, I'll type in my lyrics, type in probably like 4 bars, 5, 7 bars, and
Yeah.
put it into my like I'll send it to an AI and be like, based off of these lyrics, like what's a good name? It'll tell me, and then I'll go off of that. I'll just try to build off of that.
Yeah.
Or I'll already have something in my head. Like I just made a song called Judgmental, but it's called Judge Space Mental. It's 2 words, but if you use your head, it's 1 word, judgmental.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
was like, and what I was talking about is getting judged and mental pain. So like but the AI helped me cook that. So it'd be like that's right
Yeah.
there. That's perfect.
And that's the way it's supposed to be used. People out here wanting the AI to do all the work for them, and
Yeah,
that's what's getting away with creativity. The way that you use it as an assistant is crazy. But first off, I want to commend your mind. That judgmental, that's a bar in itself. But to have the mindset to be outside of the box and create that is fire. So don't overlook any of them little things. All of those things are massive because the majority ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's the
right.
stuff that separate people who end up being great to people that just end up being flash in the pans. You know what I'm saying? So
Appreciate that for real.
yeah. Big time, big time. So your first project is Patience, right? First project is Patience.
Right.
Where that shows the world, of course, your lyricism or whatever. But if you just that song, it to me, because again, I didn't get a full case of the catalog. I had to get what I can get. But for that one, to me, is like if I had to put it in words, therapy on the beat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what did you have to confront if you don't mind getting a little personal that way? What did you have to confront in yourself to write something that honest and that vulnerable? You know what I'm saying? Because it said that black people, especially black men, is like we supposed to be tough as pride. We ain't known to be open and vulnerable. You was open and vulnerable, and you literally poured your heart into the track. So, what was it that you had to confront to be able to do that?
Well, with that, I automatically off the bat I understand that I'm different. That alone takes me a
Yeah,
long way. I'm real different. I'm a people person.
yeah,
I blend in with a lot of different crowds. Like I'll be with these people, and it won't even look like I don't blend in if you was in that circle with us. Like so, me knowing that I'm different played a huge role into it, and then just
yeah,
knowing that. Like I told you, I look up to Lil Durk, so I see the way he do it. He'll do the
yeah,
same. If anybody know, he'll do the same thing. He'll say something, people be like, why would he say that? Like, why would you even say that about yourself? Or why would you say that this happened? But
yeah,
that's what a lot of people don't understand, that that's what people be wanting to hear. I'm just saying what people need to hear. That's all.
Exactly.
Whatever I go through, it's what I go through. But I'm already knowing like, it's a big world, so it's probably a million
Facts.
people that relate to me. So I'm
Facts.
just saying what that's what therapy is. Like just how you said, like the music. I'm just saying what therapy. I'm just saying what people is feeling deep down. That's what therapy is. People go to therapy to figure out what they feeling. So when I get on these beats, I'm just figuring out how I'm feeling, and I'm just saying it. That'd be another thing. Like I probably ain't even what I'm saying. I probably don't know how that's how I truly feel. As
Yeah.
soon as I turn that beat on and put the headphones on,
Come
I
on.
figure it out. And just my delivery too as well. I know, like I like my style, so I know if I got
Yeah.
some swag with it or just finesse with it, make it sound good. Like they'll be like, okay, one, he's saying some real stuff. Two, he making it sound good. So that's all.
Exactly. How does that feel to you knowing that you got like tracks that literally are going to play a huge part in saving people's lives and their mental, like for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just got we just gonna vibe to this and have fun, throw it on at the club. You got stuff that same way how you heard through Dirk and that poured through you, that you gonna be that same person for a lot of people, bro.
All right. Honestly, I can just say like I'm not there yet. So one thing I will do is keep it real with myself. Like I got a lot of people that's listening to my music now, but as far as on a little Dirk level, where it's millions and millions and
Yeah,
millions of
yeah.
people feel my
Well,
music,
clearly,
yeah. But I feel like eventually when I get there, I'll be shocked because like even just thinking about it now, I'll be shocked. But as of right now, it's like I got so much going on with my life. Like that's all I do. It'll be days I only listen to my music. So
yeah,
sometimes it'd be like I'm just really like not know selfish, but like it'll be days I'm probably making music for me, like for real, like just for
straight
me.
up.
So
Yeah,
like I'm not even really thinking like sometimes I'm gonna be like okay, they might feel like this when they hear this, or they might feel like this, or it
yeah,
strictly
that's
just be
real.
like how I'm feeling at the moment. Sometimes
I
that's just how.
love you. I love your authenticity, bro. I love that it ain't just about flagging because there's a lot of artists who, and I ain't knocking them. At the end of the day, the world makes it normal to feel like it has to be that way. But I love that you it like it sound good to be like, oh yeah, I think about the little boy that's about to slit his wrist and he hears me, and I love that you are, and that's real, and I also love that you feel me when you were like sometimes you just make music for you. That's the biggest advice I always give people. Like make music that you know that obviously that you're gonna enjoy, that you love, that you believe in, that you invested in, and people will. That at the end of the day, like you said, you ain't the only person on the planet that feel a lot of the ways that you feel. There's millions more that will relate. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah. For 20 years old, bro. Like you wise beyond your years, bro. Like real talk. That's a big
Yeah,
compliment.
that's where you're gonna make your best music at. Everybody
Come
got
on,
their own style, so like that's what
come
you're
on.
gonna build off of, obviously. Unless you just making some music that don't got nothing to do with what you even like at that point. But people, everybody do what they gotta do. But at the end of the day, a lot of people gonna make music to what they want to listen to. So it just
Yeah,
be you gonna be best when you with something that you familiar with. Like I'm familiar. I like singing. Like that's me. I like singing and rap. So when I put it together, when I'm
yeah.
being me, it's like that's what makes me be me. That's what makes me successful.
I love that, bro. Again, it really is a shout out to your maturity, bro. Because a lot of young artists out here, they chasing the clout, but you chasing clarity. You know what I'm saying?
I like.
And it's facts. I love that. So like you really decided to make vulnerability and being in that field to be your superpower instead of being wearing the tough guy mask. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, big kudos to you. So I do know that you come from LA, but you was raised in Vegas. So two cities, two totally different energies. How did each one of them kind of shape your grind, your sound, and your story, or does where you are have nothing to do with it?
I was really so like that's half of that is true. Like yes, I was born in Los Angeles and raised in Las Vegas, but I've also been like back and forth as well. Like
Yeah,
I could honestly say I spent probably majority of my years in Vegas, but I've been back and forth from Vegas, California. So that's why I said I'm a real people person.
yeah,
I don't even think I can count on both my hands on how many schools I've been to.
Damn.
and that's not including college. That's from elementary all the way up to high school. Like I don't
Yeah.
think I can count on. So that lets you know like all of them is schools. Them is different friends I'm hanging with, different people I'm meeting, all types. So everything plays a role in my music, and then just me knowing that I'm from LA and just being in a different city, that was what made me feel the way I was as a kid. Like I felt like, I was okay, I'm somewhere else, but deep down I know like Vegas is my home. But I always knew like, yeah, I'm from LA. And then just me being a kid, like I got real good memories. So like it'll be something I'll remember and I
Yeah.
honestly feel like I should not remember this like when I'm real little type. Cause I'm too
Yeah.
young. Like why do I remember that? I remember a
Yeah.
lot of stuff from LA when I was little, so most definitely. It's just everything played a part. Everything from me being a kid to me being grown played a
Yeah.
part in me being just me knowing that I was different. Most
Yeah.
definitely.
There you go. Yeah, I just literally was in Vegas a month ago for WrestleMania weekend. One of the things I do, obviously, I do media as well. So we went out and covered a lot of the indie wrestling events that was around, and then of course, we covered WrestleMania too. But yeah, Vegas. That was my first time in Vegas, and boy, Vegas. Hey, Vegas want the money, but hey, I got off the airport. And there's slot machines. As soon as I get off the terminal, I'm like, oh hell, gas station, slot machines. We went to a restaurant, slot. I was like, that. I was like, that's crazy. And I ain't get the experience outside of just. I was literally maybe on that strip for the majority of the time I was there, so I never got to really experience the whatever any other culture of Vegas. For me it was just pretty much what you see on my experience is what you see on TV. Gambling, the city life, you know what I'm saying? That's what I got to see. You being from Vegas and had your time there, like what areas were you in Vegas and what could you say to people about Vegas that they most likely wouldn't know?
Vegas is to me because you also got to remember. So I moved to LA. I moved back to LA to go help my grandfather my senior year. So I was in
Yeah.
Vegas prior to that. So I was still a kid. So as
Yeah.
far as slot machines, like I can't
Yeah,
even
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
can't speak on that. That's why it is kind of that's good to ask me because like obviously me being a kid and
Exactly.
that not being my image of Vegas for real. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't walk through a million like casinos
Yeah,
and
yeah.
slots, but I ain't never touched them. Obviously, so I couldn't. But Vegas, I say it's more so like it's people built. Like in a way, Vegas is real small. Like I don't. It'll be crazy. Somebody will tell you a story about how they know this person and this person know this
Yeah.
person and this person cousins with somebody who you was best friends with back then. Like Vegas is really like that. Like to where it almost get annoying. Like so
Yeah.
yeah. So Vegas is real small. That's what I could say. It's most definitely a people location. As and when I say that, like it's just like bonds for real. You'll know
Yeah.
somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, and that's what I feel like. That to me, that's what make Vegas Vegas for real. The people make Vegas Vegas, and I just feel like you gotta be with somebody who's from Vegas type to like catch that vibe.
Yeah.
Other
Makes
than that,
sense.
like you somebody from outside of Vegas, like you'll go out there like and you grown like yeah you'll hit some slot machines and stuff.
Yeah.
It's more to Vegas than that for surely.
Yeah, I watched too many movies. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll lose all my money mess around with Vegas, boy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was out there. I had a job. I had a job to do anyway, so I didn't have no time to even get into gambling or anything. But when I was there, like the hotel we stayed in the Strat Hotel. Morning, night, coming in and out, same people, same clothes. I saw somebody win big. I saw one dude lost his damn house. See that nigga bet the deed to his house, and he lost. I was like, oh boy, you. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I can't even. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? So you, obviously, you played, yeah, football, whatever. You into basketball as far as like NBA, and it, you in there follow any of it?
What was that? Oh, you saying am I into basketball?
Yeah, not as far
Nah.
as much as playing it, but watching.
Honestly, nah, not really. I'm a Lakers fan. Like, if I was to scroll past and
Yeah,
I see the Lakers playing and I don't got nothing to do, like, I'll watch them for surely. I've
yeah,
always been a Lakers fan, you know.
yeah,
So, as far as that, I mess with it. I mean, I'm a sports person in general. Like, I'm pretty decent at basketball. So, it's like,
yeah,
it just got to be that time. If I scroll past and I see it, I'll watch it. But not as far as, like, Like how I'm hungry with music to go make music. Like I ain't just hungry. Okay, I gotta catch this game. Like I ain't really
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, no, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, man. That honestly is not even a knock on the sport. It's really more to the dedication because like just being a fan of something. Like obviously, I'm a fan of sports and wrestling and a lot of different things. So I could see how a lot of times I'd be like I had to work a balance to be like, damn, I really got to do this, but I know the game on right now. I can catch it later, and I have to go out of my way to be like, let me turn notifications off so nobody don't spoil nothing for me. Nothing. The fact that you don't got to worry about doing none of that is a plus and is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just everything about interviewing you is just show me that you just well beyond your years. And what's crazy to me is you not even in your prime yet. You're not even. What's crazy is you're not even close to where your prime is gonna be, which is why I'm excited to know like 30-year-old you. I'm I can't even imagine what the catalog gonna sound like
Man.
because if you don't honestly if you don't upgrade no more from where you are now, if you keep the sound the way you have right now and they don't upgrade, like you still you at pace to where as is, it's just the right marketing, the right whatever behind it, you gonna blow and you in that position. So to know that it's gonna be some growth, it's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? You ever thought of using songs or making something for like sports teams, football teams, commercials, TV shows? Using your music for sync licensing situations.
No, I feel like I've have thought that my music is real flexible though. Like I
Yeah,
feel like my music is real flexible to where it ain't nothing crazy to where like nah, you can't use this song for that. I feel like some of
exactly.
the songs I make, honestly, like even now, like I still got a lot of growth to do, but I feel like even now, okay, like this is a cool song for this type of
Yeah,
especially I be talking like I do a lot of pain stuff, so football is a lot about hard work and dedication. It's a lot of with sports in general. It's a lot of
yeah,
pain behind it. So
facts.
that alone, that a mix for sure.
Yeah, I learned that through my kid because he plays sports and stuff, and I'm just realizing when he posted when he's finally got good and to the point where he can make highlight reels and stuff, I'm noticing the songs that he chooses, and it threw me off because I would just assume he would choose songs that I always thought that would be more for that type of stuff, but a lot of the stuff that he choosing are songs that talk about pain and that talk about that, and so I had to ask him like I was like just curious, why you choose this choice of song or whatever, and just how you just broke it down is how he broke it down. He was like, people see when we on the field and the success or whatever, but they don't see what I'm going through during this practice or what I could and remember when I went through this and like I was dealing with that, but knew I couldn't let none of that stop me and but doing my job on the field and da 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 da. And I'm like, dang, and it was just mind blowing that at freaking 16 he had that. You know what I'm saying? That realization and that mindset. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's real cool that that you are of course obviously got that mindset, but yeah, your music definitely can do that. So what's next for you? We get ready to enter the second half of 2025. What's next for you for the final two quarters of the year and then moving into 2026?
Well, right now it's just focusing on just promotion, keep posting. My numbers been going up like real crazy lately. So as long as
Yeah,
I keep up with what I'm doing, then I know it by next year I have some real good numbers, especially if I keep it up at this rate. And right now things kind of going a little bit slower than I expected, but
yeah.
I know that at the rate it's at now, like I can just imagine like once things finally speed up, it's gonna be going for sure.
Exactly. Main thing I'll say, stay consistent. No matter what, even when it don't look, even when it ain't looking sexy as far as the amount of comments or viewers, sometimes the algorithm always picking everything up. Stay
Yeah.
consistent, stay the course. You definitely, what I'm saying, gonna make it where you need to make it to, man. All right. Last thing you want to say to anybody, the floor is yours, where they can find you, a message that you want to relay, floor is yours, let them know.
You can find my Instagram at FLIMSYJY. That's Flimsy J. My TikTok, Flimsy J. YouTube is JQ the Artist. Once again, my YouTube is JQ the Artist. So you can just go on there. look at my music. I appreciate any support, a like, a comment, and, sending a song to somebody who you think need to listen to it, all of them things above. I want to give a big shout out to Rock. I want to give a big shout out to everybody, Roc Nation, whoever's a part of this, getting me here. I swim with sharks. Thank you for helping me get here for
Yes,
sure.
sir.
And then my dad, my mom, all of them, my whole family, just my whole. That's my support system. So my family off the bat, they show me more support than anybody, and that's just facts. So big shout out to them. And then that's it. I appreciate. Thank you for having me on here for surely. Shout out to
Yes,
you and what
sir.
you got going. So I'm
Appreciate that, bro. Real talk, man. Yeah, yeah. The future is extremely bright. Obviously, go kill it. Do your thing. Like I don't even got to tell you. I already see that. That's exactly where you headed, bro. Just don't let people be like sky is the limit. Ain't no limit because people can go into space. You feel me? Damn right. Keep doing it. Really continue to learn on that engineering tip and keep mastering that, bro. Because you're gonna be special in them ways too. You know what I'm saying?
most definitely.
So
You just inspired me for that engineering too. I most definitely got to get on
yeah,
that.
yeah. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, you're gonna learn way more. It's just gonna open up so much more, bro. And you'll see. But definitely, bro. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Same time, y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Blaze Hunter Ninth Wonder. That's JQ. You already know what time it is, man. This been another episode of Welcome to the Dope Bar, and we out this beast. Yes, sir. The most prestigious network in the land, the Signature Series Network.